police have threatened to deal with Nigerian students planning protests in Ogun State over the hike in petrol prices and electricity tariffs. Abimbola Oyeyemi, spokesperson for the Ogun State Police Command, disclosed this in a statement on Saturday. Members of the National Association of Nigerian Students, Southwest Zone D, had given the Nigerian government 5 days ultimatum, which expires on Sunday, to reverse the hike in the prices of petrol and electricity tariff. The students vowed to embark on massive protests across Southwest State if government failed to reverse its decision. But Oyeyemi warned the students to desist from the action, saying the command would not allow any group to hold residents to ransom. He said the decision by any group of students to embark on protests over recent increase in fuel prices and electricity tariffs is unwarranted and therefore unacceptable to the Ogun State Police Command, as it was only the 8th of September, that is in less than a week now, that NANS executives carried out a protest in Abeokuta over the same issues. Consequently, the deliberate and selfishly designed violence-oriented protest planned for Monday 14th September 2020 is not approved by the Ogun State Police Command and will be resisted vehemently. No group will be allowed to perpetually hold the entire good people of Ogun State in perpetual fear of violence and harm to their persons and property. Olawale and his group are hereby advised in their own interest to drop their plan to block any highway in the state and hereby cause confusion, disturbances, and public apprehension. The law is not on their side on this. The PPRO added that officers and men of the command had been put on alert in view of the protest. So guys, I don't even know the kind of a regime that we are now. So what is the problem? If some groups, if they come out today, another group come out tomorrow, if they decide to be coming out every day, what is your problem? Is it a crime now? Is it unconstitutional? The people that came out the other day, they came out, that is their problem. Other people can still come, market women can come out, different groups can come out. Why is it that it's only in this regime that they don't want people to talk? You are not saying it is unacceptable. Who does that? What kind of life are we? Are we in a banana republic? Honestly, I don't just understand. By the time people start saying, "Oh, this government is a it's a dictatorship government or regime," some people will come out and be telling you it is nothing. So now those who are only supporting this government, that it is nothing, because before you know it, they will say it is a politicians that are sponsoring them. Everybody have experience of what is happening in this country. Everybody is pained, everybody is affected. So I don't know where these people are getting it from. Is it in our constitution that once some group have protested, the other group do not have the right? Those who protested, they have their right. So you cannot tell me that somebody else has to protect or talk on my behalf. Those people have talked, they've spoken, and let other group do the same. Why would they be doing that? Do you know on Monday last week or this week or so, this some days back, in Lagos at Ojuelegba, they arrested some protesters, even some journalists. I don't even know whether they have released them in this at this age and time. What is wrong with this government? I don't understand. What is really wrong with them? They just want to box everybody. They have brought a lot of things to be able to silence people. The other day they brought the issue of a speech. They will bring this, they will do this. For what? And people are suffering. You don't want people to talk. Now are you saying that the increment is in line and is good for the people, is beneficial to the people? I don't understand. There is nothing on ground, of course, because they know that people are always swallowing a lot of things. That is why they are always on ground. And because of this, people will be afraid. You'll be arresting people. By the time international communities begin to say something, now they will not tell you, "Oh, it is not so." It is some people that are painting the country in a bad light. Who does that? Who does that? I don't know. You say it is not allowed by them. Who are you? So the people do not have whatever they don't have the right to protest, or they don't have the right to air their view. So you want to beat a child and you expect that child not to cry? Is that how it's been done? And the worst part of it is that these police people too, they are it's hitting them so hard, and I don't know why they are always whether it is everything is all correct. Whether it is good, they will obey. Whether it is bad, they will obey. Whether it is even inconveniencing them, they themselves will obey. I don't just understand. And I know that majority of them will not be happy. They are just taking order from above. So guys, I don't know what you think about this thing, because this thing is really baffling. We are saying it gradually, little by little. It's really going beyond what Nigerians bargain for. And they are setting precedents. Because by the time other government comes in, they will just feel that, oh, that is how it's being done. They've been able to do it in the past. They were able to silence people in the past. They can do the same. I don't just understand. Why. I don't know. I'm just speechless. Really speechless. Well, are we in democracy or military regime? What a country. The gods are wise. Just wait and see. Are we in police country? Yeah, people. Please go after S-men militants who are killing innocent Nigerians, not students who want to engage in peaceful protest according to law. But no, they're saying it is unconstitutional because some group of people had come out some days ago, so they have no right to come out because it is the same thing. So what are they going to do? Nobody is saying anything on how this whole thing will be resolved. They don't have anything in place. So cushion the effects. There are no things in place. This thing is tiring, no. And before you know now, the Buhari supporters, they will just come and be saying, oh, leave the government alone, leave Buhari alone, this and this and that. Those are the same people. They will be going from one platform or the other. They will be going to people's DM to go and be saying, give me money. What do they even call that thing? Give away. Yeah? They say, do give away for me. They will not. The same people, by the time you give them that same money, they will still come out and begin to antagonize people who are speaking. I don't understand this kind of a country. Someone say, why? Why would you want to stop the protest? Why would you want to stop the protest onto what? And the worst part of it is like Nigeria, we have swallowed enough. We have really swallowed enough. They don't want us to talk. The people are already down. God, when are you going to come to our rescue? Because now, some people, I find it so uncomfortable. Some people say, oh, Nigeria, they just sit down and talk. They don't want to do anything. They want to do that. But I've told, and I used to tell people, that people have tried, they've done their best. If the government is really objective, at the end of the day, people will still come out. They will not even do, if you like, cry from now till tomorrow. The government will not do what he has to do. But if these people if they are contesting for election, they will be going from places to places. They will go around. You are going around all the places, going around the country, seeking and begging for votes. Just like I always say, these people, when it comes to election time, even if you tell the governorship candidates of any political party, please come to my house and do some errand jobs, they will come because they want your vote. They want your vote. But by the time they get what they want, they become demigods. And that's why I always tell those Edo people that just pay attention to both parties. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a win-win. So you are going to hold them responsible. Any of them that wins election, it's going to be a win-win for you, because you are going to hold them. You said this, you said that, then you are there. Whosoever that comes in and becomes a whatever, you are going to hold them responsible, because during your campaign you said XYZ. So why are you not doing it? So it's going to be a win-win. Somebody say no, it's not going to be a win-win. It's not just supporting anybody and the person is not going to do anything. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning the warning of the police to the students. Thank you.